Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to switch gears a little bit and we are going to start prepping for Christmas journals. After I get done gallivanting around and I'm done with my trips to Washington and going to Cozumel with my mom, there's a wedding in between in there, but after I'm done with all of that, it's going to be time to settle in and start the Christmas journals. And so I thought it would be a really good idea today to try to figure out what is it we want to make. It's going to be mid-November by the time I can actually get started on these journals, and so that puts me about 6 weeks behind the curve and definitely behind where I wanted to be. But because of working on the donation journals that we were doing for the Ukrainian Welcome Center, which was a worthwhile project, that did put me behind by a couple of weeks, and then having to work around my trips and everything. So let's go ahead and look through these. I've got a lot of books. For those of you who have been with me since last year or for a while, you might recall that on November 2nd last year, I was out working in my yard and noticed some flashing lights like off to the side in my vision in my left eye, and on November 3rd, I ended up having emergency surgery for retinal tears. What that meant was that I could not craft for at least 6 to 8 weeks until I got the okay from my doctor. And that also meant, because it happened in November, I couldn't work on any Christmas things. So it's been 2 years since I last made a Christmas journal. I think that it is high time I was able to put together a Christmas project. What do you guys think? So go ahead and get your stuff together if you're going to craft with me, or if you just want to sit and watch along, make yourself comfy, and then right after the intro, we will get started. The first thing I wanted to share with you is these cute little goodies that I got from Celeste Gardner at Woodland Inspired. I had ordered a book from her. It's a music book, a children's music book, like a elementary school kind of music instruction book. And so I asked her to surprise me with whatever goodies she wanted to send, and she sent me some cute little Christmas things. So I'm going to show you the book really fast. Okay, isn't this pretty? All right, so she wrapped this up in tulle. It's always an event when you get to unwrap your goodies from Celeste. And she wrote me a little note. This is just protecting this beautiful frame here that's attached to the doily, but isn't that gorgeous? That's your partridge in a pear tree. So I'm going to take this apart very quickly, very carefully. I always save the doilies she sends because she always decorates them up so nicely. And so far I've been hoarding them instead of using them. I'm getting convicted about all my hoarding and accumulating. So here's the book. And this is just I can't find things like this here in my area. So isn't that just the sweetest? So it's got all these beautiful pictures. That's going to be great to add to all kinds of journals. And I like the big print, the big size of the notes and everything. It adds a fun element to all kinds of journals. So thank you, Celeste. It smells really good too. It smells like flowers or something. And then she wrapped it, she tied it up and wrapped this around. This is the printer paper. And so I'll be adding that to my stash to use in journals. And then I have this embossed die piece that was protecting this. So there's all kinds of usable pieces even in her packaging. So run on over to her shop at Woodland Inspired. But here's the fun stuff she sent me, and she sent me a Christmas theme. I already opened and read the note in here, but I haven't looked in here yet. So all of these things, or most of them anyway, should be available in her shop. Woodland Inspired, which will be linked below. When she asked me what I wanted for freebies, I told her she'd been spoiling me so much, and she sent me some things this year for several of the projects I'd been working on. And I told her I felt really greedy if I were to take her up on the offers, so she's definitely spoiled me anyhow. But look at all the fun Christmas. So this is very timely because I need to work on Christmas. These are the file folders, isn't that cute? And then she's got the embossed tree. Ooh, fun. This is great, little strips that I can decorate with. And then here's those cute birds that came out of the die cut piece. And I don't know if you can tell, I need to open this really fast so you can see exactly what I've got here. See, church windows. Isn't that beautiful? This is perfect because we're going to be doing some religious themed Christmas journals, because otherwise without Jesus there'd be no Christmas. That's the whole reason, right? And look at these tiny, tiny little die cuts, the little partridges and bows. I'm not going to take them out because I will lose them or bend them. Isn't that pretty? Thank you, Celeste. Thank you, thank you. So I know that some of this is going to be going in these journals I'm going to be making. Oh, and then she also sent this really pretty envelope. It has my receipt in it, and she had written me a note. So isn't that pretty? So I can use the envelope too. Really pretty. Thank you, Celeste. So let's take a look at what I have here in terms of books. I have this right here, which has some of the smaller sized books. And then I have this little stack that are oversized books. So let's just look through and see what we've got. I want to do a couple that are the nativity story, and then I want to do maybe one that's not nativity. Now I ordered this on eBay and they sent me the book with the wrong cover, but I ordered it because I wanted to do 12 Days of Christmas and I like the artwork, but the one that I saw in the listing had a different cover on it, and they've changed it up, you know, over time. So I got the one with this cover. So this was not my favorite, but it does remind me of Sleeping Beauty, kind of that Renaissance style. So I have this one, The Elves and the Shoemaker. I'm not going to do this one yet because I do want to do an elf themed Christmas journal at some point, but I'm still collecting elf things. So I don't have enough to do that yet. So he's going to be set aside. And then I have two of these. They're different. These are both little golden books. I like the old cover. Let's see. I wrote myself notes so I knew what to do with them. Make this its own journal, but add pages from other caroling and Christmas books, plus books about toys. Well, okay. Isn't this cute? It's just got the prettiest pages. And even though it's got the older cover on it, the pages in here are really nice. Now this must be a reprint because this is from 1983, but this looks like 1950s. This one, it's the same, should be the same basic look. Yep. And this one, the copyright is 1972, but it almost looks, I mean, this definitely looks 70s. This one looks older, so this must have been a reprint from the vintage cover. Okay, so there's Christmas Carols is a contender. 12 Days of Christmas I'm going to put aside because I saw a few things out in my storage area where I keep all this stuff out in the garage, and I think I want to be able to just combine everything into a complete 12 Days of Christmas, but I'm not feeling it today. My Christmas treasury. This has all kinds of poems and customs. I remember my kids learning this poem. I love that poem by Christina Rossetti. Little stories. Gonna set that one aside. Here's Christmas ABC with that cute baby. I did a journal, I think it was in 2018 now, maybe. Yeah, it's been almost 4 years, and it's called Baby's First Christmas. It was so cute that it has the same baby. This is illustrated by Eloise Wilkin. So she has the same baby in both of these, so I'm guessing that maybe baby grew up a little bit. Oh, here's another 12 Days of Christmas. So I've got these two. I'm going to put them together. Sometimes I write myself notes inside as well that tell me, do I just want to use the pages or do I want to use the whole book? Now see, this looks different. Yeah, it's a whole different style. So this one is illustrated by Mike Eagle. This one's illustrated by Sheila Beckett. So Sheila Beckett looks more Renaissance kind of a thing, and Mike Eagle looks a little more maybe Victorian-esque. With their little top hats. They all look like little Dickens characters. Okay, there's 2 of those. Okay, here we're getting into where I want to be. Pages. Maybe the cover. I could use the cover to do a stash buster with scraps, but I liked the pages. Although, I think I could just use it as its own journal. I'm gonna have to see how it comes apart. If I put Mod Podge or something on here, sometimes that just brightens it up, and it would also protect the cover, and I could also go around this with ink or with paint and dress it up a little bit. Okay, so that's a possibility. And then I do want to do this one. I have 2 copies of this, The Animals Christmas Eve. And this is the story of the animals in the stable when Jesus was born. So it's a Christmas fable. So is The Lost Little Angel. Okay, so I don't know that I'm going to do 2 of the same journal. And I kind of like the one with the red spine. Not that it matters because it's going to come off. Okay, I'll put that one over there. I did the Christmas donkey as well in 2018 when I did Baby's First Christmas, so I'm still collecting pretty things, donkey kind of things. You can go back and watch that on my channel, and I can link it up above in the cards and down below in the description. I'll put it at the end too, on the end screens, and you can see how that one turned out because it was just so cute. I really love everything I did in that one, and I used a baby book from the 1950s and some of the pages, and so I just really loved how it turned out. I don't know that I can make another one that I love as much. We'll see. Okay, so the Christmas story is also a contender. As you see, I have 3 copies of it. The backs all kind of look the same. So let's look at the pages on this one. Also illustrated by Eloise Wilkin. I always flip back to front because it's easier for me to get the pages to look at them that way. I don't know why. That's just how my fingers work. Okay, set these aside. And then there's Mary's story, which I also thought that one might be a good idea. I wanted it to be its own journal. I don't want it to be mixed in because I could mix it in with any of these telling the story, but I don't know. Let's put that there. And then the Story of Christmas. This is a really old one. This is a Whitman's Tell a Tale book. So this one is completely different, and I really like the illustrations in this one. Isn't that pretty? It's just a different feeling to it, and it's one I don't see as much. There's the Story of Christmas. I'm getting a big stack over here. And then there's Alice in Bible Land. The Story of Baby Jesus. I have 2 of these. So she steps through her Bible and goes back 2 Bible times and watches the stories unfold. So there's Mary and Joseph. That looks very similar to how Mary looks in the Christmas donkey. Look at that. Very similar. So I have 2 of these. What I have learned, because I have a big stack of these Alice in Bible Land books, my original thought was to make a whole bunch of them. I thought they went together like a little golden book, and they don't. They are completely different in their construction, and so what I've decided is I'm going to have to just chop off the spines and turn them into one that has book rings. So I like this one, but I've got so many over here, and I'm not ready to switch gears on that one. The Night Before Christmas. Okay, I got 4 copies of that. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see what they look like inside. I had those all rubber banded at one point. Okay, so this is illustrated by Kathy Wilburn. Nice pages on the inside though. It's beautiful condition. Kathy Wilburn, so we're gonna guess that these are all illustrated by Kathy Wilburn. Yep, those three. But then this one is also a little golden book, but it has a different look to the art. So this is illustrated by Mircea Katusanu. Probably butchered it. So this one's a little more cutesy pie, more cartoonish almost. It's cute, but I'm not feeling that. And then this one I'm guessing is the vintage style, illustrated by Corinne Malvern. Yay, we love her. Eloise Wilkin and Corinne Malvern are some of our favorite illustrators. Okay, oh, this is the one I see everybody do. And I say that because I recognize the guy in his robe. Something, I haven't done this before, but I like this artwork better, the best. Okay, well, let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the same. Whose art did I like better? Oh, they were the same, right? Oh, they're so cute. These little babies are adorable. Okay, so those are possibilities. But then I have the big ones. And I love these big Christmas fables. I just love them. So here's The Crippled Lamb by Max Lucado, and the cover's torn up, but we could do something else here. And I found a paperback copy, so I can reconstruct the cover. See? So that's perfect. So I'll take you through the hardbound. And it would be an oversized journal, so you could use it as an art journal or a scrapbook. Isn't that pretty? This is illustrated by Liz Bonham. And this is one of the little lambs that was out there when the angels came to sing at the birth of Christ. Let's see, did he get to go to the stable? It looks like he did. I haven't actually read the book, but I think it's adorable. Oh, of course my husband has decided to go somewhere and open the garage door while I'm filming. This one, The Grumpy Shepherd. He's kind of got that same cartoony look as some of the other ones I've looked at. I could see myself doing a certain style like that one, this one. Where's the other one? There's the other one I was just thinking of. Was it this one? Yeah, these all have kind of a similar style. The Animals, Christmas Eve, Night Before Christmas, this one. See that? Illustrated by Mircea Katusanu. They all kind of look the same. So I'm thinking that if I were to do to do them all together, I would want all kind of similar papers for that. But I really did want to do the Animals Christmas Eve. Well, I could still do it. I have an extra copy, right? So at some point in the future, I would probably do these three all at the same time because they just feel the same to me. But this artwork is not really speaking to me, so I guess that makes the decision for this, doesn't it? Here's this one, The True Story of the Manger. Can you see, am I out of, I might need to raise this up a squish. I haven't read the book, so. The True Story of the Manger. Maybe I should read it, make sure it's not telling us heresy. It's from the Society of St. Paul. Probably not. Oh, look, it's got so much of the story. Oh. Oh, yeah, this talks about the prophecy in Isaiah and the history of what was going on in Rome. I think this, I might have gotten this at St. Vincent de Paul, so this may have a slightly Catholic twist to it. Huh. Yeah. I don't know. Francis. Oh. Huh. I'm gonna have to read this one before I go ahead and make a journal out of that. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I think I beat you up a little bit. Sorry. I'm gonna go out a little bit more just because these are the big books. Okay, so far the Crippled Lamb is a good contender. A Child is Born. Getting a big stack. There we go. I was hoping we'd have a little bit of time to go through some of my supporting books and things to find other pages to go with them, but maybe that'll be next time. Or maybe I'll end up doing that on my own. This is neat. I like the art. This is it. It's very basic. Very basic Christmas story. Sorry, I want to look at it one more time, really paying attention. It's got nice artwork. That is neat. Okay, it's a possibility. Okay, this is by hands down my most favorite Christmas fable, The Littlest Angel. I happened to find this book at a thrift store. It's been a while, so I want to get this one done. Oh, I didn't realize they published this. Ideals published this. Remember when this was on TV? This was my favorite. This is about the little angel, and he's just a little guy, and he's in heaven. He's always getting in trouble, and everyone's always getting after him. And then, so you're the one who's been making heaven so unheavenly. But he gets to be at the birth of Christ. And he gave the smallest, this was his treasure when he was a little boy on earth. And so he was giving it to the Christ child, and everybody ridiculed him, but it turned out to be just the right thing. Oh, I've got to do this one. This is the one I've got to do. Here's another one, Room for a Little One, A Christmas Tale by Martin Waddell, which I haven't pre-read this one either, but I like the pictures in it. Gotta watch out. You never know what you're getting into. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at that. Oh, look at that cute doggy. Old dog. He doesn't look that old. He just looks snowy. Looks cold. Poor kitty. Poor doggy. Oh, that's cute. So this one is more animal related. Small mouse. And here we are. I'm going to skip to the back. Okay, here's Mary and Joseph and baby Jesus. And here's all the animals saying welcome. Okay, it's cute, but it's not speaking to me. I'm going to scoot that one over. Scoot these ones, because I'm in first grade. These. Okay, this is huge. This is a massively tall book. And I liked this. I liked the art. All of these I've had for quite some time, so I really, really am anxious to make something cool with them. And I do have a lot of oversized papers out in the garage that would be really neat for some of these big books. Okay. Oh. Oh, that's neat. You know, I probably should have made sure that these were sewn in pages so that it makes a book in the way I need it to. You know, so it goes together right. That's one nice thing about the little golden books, because all the pages are folded and you can tuck the other papers in between, and it turns out all the pages in the story are still in order. like that one too. But, I mean, you can only do so many, right? Okay, well, the Littlest Angel is definitely happening. I have a few more in here, guys. A few more. Oh yeah, there's 2 more of the Christmas Carol, the 12 Days of Christmas. But yeah, I got quite a few. I thought if I had time left over and I had scraps, I could do this one. I've been wanting to do this one forever. It's called Jingle Bells. And it's about a little mouse going on a sleigh ride. And it's so cute. But I could do this one really fast with the with all the leftover scraps from whatever else I make. Isn't that just the cutest? Okay, so I know I'm gonna do that. We gotta do that one. This is a maybe because I'm only gonna have so much time. And then I feel like these guys are kind of similar, but I think that's why I liked this one so much. The Little Lost Angel, and I just love the art on it, and the Littlest Angel. And I really like this one, The Story of Christmas. So far I have 1 fable, 2 fable, actual Christmas story, and I think I want to do Christmas carols. Okay, and then Jingle Bells if there's time. So, not sure. This one's on backup. There's only so much time in the day. Okay, I think we've got that figured out. Let me move these out of the way. I wish I could do that one too. Wow, I have 3 of the Christmas story. I still really want to do that. Oh dear. Okay, let me see. Okay. Story of Christmas versus the Christmas Story. Not very many of these are little golden books. I don't know how many I can really realistically get done, but this, honestly, if I had to give one up, I would probably prefer to do the Christmas Story. So there's 2 nativity stories over the Christmas Carols one. Little Lost Angel, Littlest Angel. You probably can't even see what I'm showing you. Okay, Story of Christmas, Christmas Story, Little Lost Angel. This one's going to be from scraps. And then these 3 are maybes, but you know, I mean, that's 5 journals right there, so that would take a while. Okay, so we've got that figured out. So let's just open up some of these and look at the artwork. How much time do I have? Okay, let's look at the artwork on some of these. We'll just open them up and then find some pages that we think, some pages in these other books that we think might go. And then I have tons of pre-done embellishments and all kinds of things. There's this little gal. So they're all very similar, I think, the style of artwork. This is going to be scraps, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. First I have Thomas Kincaid. I'll be home for Christmas, and it probably would have been smart of me to take this book apart. I really like it. I like the artwork, but I'm not sure how well it meshes with the other artwork. So it's still a maybe, but for now I'm going to leave it alone. I have this coloring book, the Nativity, but I think it might be too cartoony for what we're doing. Oh look, that one's colored. So we're going to say no on that one. Sorry, window's open. Hope that's not too loud. I have some I found on the cart, the giveaway cart at my daughter's church. But look at the beautiful artwork. and stories and poems. Ooh, their pages are a little glossy, which is not my favorite, but I think we could do some really cool stuff with this. Oops, let's get some more colored pictures. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Look at that. Oh my goodness, these are beautiful. Okay, so that's a good one. Let's celebrate Christmas. Also an Ideals publication. Was that other one an Ideals? Yep. Now this one has more like photos. Ooh, that's quite the tree. Look at that thing. That looks good. It's getting to be dinner time. Now see, I don't feel like this does not really match the style of what I got going on. That one kind of does, that page. I just think these are a little too modern and too, they're pictures, they're photographs, so I don't feel like that really goes with what I've got. Let's see, here's an Ideals magazine that I have torn most of it up and used it. So let's see if there's any pictures in here that we could use. That one's cute. Well, this one's about Santa's elves, so that would go with the elf book. Not really into the dog and cat. Look at that. Too bad it has a dog and cat on the other side. That's pretty. Okay, again, I feel like that's too like 50s inspired. I don't really feel like it's matching. I have a few of these because the Christmas packs that are in my shop, I had taken pages in for those from some of these books, so that was cool. These are 2-page spreads too. Oops. Nook and Cranny. I like this one. Oh, where is it? I like the one I just saw, not that one. That looks more like The Night Before Christmas. I should go through and organize these by what books they go with, but then that's probably more work than it needs to be. And it would probably just be a lot of effort with not a lot of good result. Okay, that's a no for now. Getting more no's than we are yeses at the moment. Christmas Kitchen. Whoa. Interesting, they laid those on the wheat. I think they look a little like cow patties, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so this is all recipes and cooking. I'm not sure they meld very well with what I've got going on here, although this one might. This one looks kind of cool. Let's do that one. See if I can get it out without messing it up. I'm looking at kind of the colors and just the tones of the picture because they look a little more muted and a little less bright. Like that doesn't, yeah, no. But there's a Santa. Okay, that one picture is great. Oh man. Well, if this doesn't get you in the Christmas mood, I don't know what will. Okay, I found one photo. Gourmet. Okay, a bunch of these are cookbooks, so depending on how the artwork are in them, they may not. That one's kind of neat. I like all the green and all the candles. Gotta make sure that I'm in frame. I moved the camera up, and obviously I'm feeling the green because look, these have a green, definitely a green background to them. But I moved the camera up higher, and so can't tell if I'm in frame or not. Ooh, that's pretty. Doesn't feel right though. You guys are probably going to see some and go, ooh, ooh. Okay, cauliflower, while it's a nice idea, it does not say Christmas angel to me. In fact, we kind of have a little angel theme going on, don't we? So that might guide us in our choices. Okay, I'm not going to pick any more of these cookbooks. Yeah, a bunch of these came off the cart. Our Christmas handbook. You know what I could do though? Is take one of these that was the Christmas carols. Not the one with the old looking cover, but the other one. There it is. This one. Because it was the same artwork, right? And I could mix pages from this one in with these books. So I will do that, and then I can use this cover later. Okay, let's do that. Okay, this was like a, yeah, it's called Our Christmas Handbook. And it has all kinds of things in it. So stories, poems, those kinds of things again. Christmas songs. All right, well, I think we are almost at the end here. I'm gonna put the whole book aside. I'm not gonna tear pictures out right now. I had one more here I really, well, two, I guess. Are these the same? I found these at Deseret. Well, I found that one at Deseret. Where did I find this one? I actually have one of these of my own. This is the big hardcover. That would make a really cool big old art journal. I don't know if it has all the same pictures in it or not. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I wonder who published this. Yeah, there's some pictures in there I can use. Do you remember when all the Christmas trees were just a natural green? He's telling a whole story in green ink. Who published this? Augsburg Publishing House, Minneapolis. And are the pictures the same? That's the next question. Pages. Yep, that's what I'm doing. Here's that same story, I think. Nope, different one. Oh, so they do have different pictures. Austria, but it's not published by Ideals, huh? So what I'm going to have to do is go through and take out individual pictures. That is a really interesting one. Watercolor by Garnet Hazard. So this one was published, this is really thick. This would make like a great journal cover, like maybe even for a nature journal. That one's published in 1976. Here it is, The Christmas Story. So because this is so big, I could get 2 books high, you know? The problem with this particular page is that I would be cutting this in half. Look at those pretty pictures. Lithuania. It's this kind of artwork that I got these for, because I just think they're so pretty. So definitely the pictures are different. This is another really thick one. There's not as many pictures in here as I was hoping, but I will go through and see what I can use. This one I think might have had, yeah, this one has more. This is more like what I was thinking. Okay, so it's good to know that these are different. So all I have to do, if I find another one, is flip through it and see if there's pictures I like. And this one was, this is volume 37. Wow, these make great covers. They're so thick. It's like thicker almost than this, or it's like a double thickness. Interesting. This one was published 1967. 1967. When was this one? 1976. Oh, wow. Yep, quite a bit of difference between these two. Okay, I like this one better, so that will get used. Then I have Norman Rockwell, Faith of America. So I don't know. Does old Norman gonna fit with what we have going on here? Is he gonna fit our style? I don't think so. Just too bad, because I really like Norman Rockwell stuff. But they don't really fit what's happening here. That's cute. Grandpa and me ice skating. That's cute. Okay, well, I didn't find a lot of books here to use. So I'm going to have to go through my Christmas paper too. This is one other one, which I thought some of these images in here might be fun to use. I'll have to, keep. The German Prune Man. Oh, that sounds like tons of fun. So there might be some pictures in here I can use. Like I was seeing, where'd it just go? Hopefully you're not bored out of your skulls here, guys. Like that one. So if I folded the paper in half, this would look good. That would look good. Okay, so there's one. Yeah, I'll have to go through my Christmas papers then and just see what goes. The books are a good place to start. Christmas plays and pageants. I don't need medieval headgear. Angels would be great. I'm surprised I don't have more stuff with angels. I have a bunch more books out in the garage that are more modern looking and more like craft books and things like that. So they have kind of a glossy page to them. This is the last book I've got. The City That Forgot About Christmas. And I liked the pages, but again, I don't think the artwork style is quite in keeping. It would go cute with that other set that I set aside. So yep, that's a no. I'm gonna have to finish looking through that. All right, we got more no's than we got yeses, but that's okay. Gotta start somewhere, don't ya? Okay, that is it. That is a wrap for today. So I hope that wasn't too boring, but you know, we got to go through and see what we want to make and see what we're going to use and give us a place to start. So The Littlest Angel, The Story of Christmas, The Christmas Story, and Lost Little Angel, and then from scraps, Jingle Bells. But I'm feeling like maybe something angelic themed. Now I have lots of cards and other things that we can go through, wrapping paper, scrapbook papers, all of that. So we'll just have to see, okay guys? But that is a wrap for today. Let's see, let's get ourselves into the Christmas spirit. What can our quote be? Okay, we're gonna go with this one to remind us that Christmas is about Jesus, about him coming and giving up his power and glory and might, his perfect environment in heaven, and coming down to our broken earth to spend some time with us. So the verse is from 1 Chronicles 29:11, and it says, "All that is in the heaven and in the earth is thine," belongs to God. "Thine is the kingdom, O Lord, and thou art exalted as head above all." He is in charge of it all, guys. And he gave it all up to come down to earth and to be born like a little baby, to grow as a human being and to live a perfect life so that he could pay the price for all of our sins. If that's the first time you've heard that, that is the true story of Christmas. That's why we celebrate every year. So guys, I'm going to let you think on that for a little bit, and I'm not sure what we're doing in the next video because I'm not sure what's airing after this, but at least I have a direction and I can be looking and gathering more stuff to go with these books. Why don't you put down below your favorite Christmas carol? And until next time, be inspired and do something creative today. I will talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye now.